how to solve logarithmic equations. Find out in this video. Good day, learners. Today we're going to talk about solving logarithmic equations. So we're going to make use of the properties and laws of logarithm in order for us to solve for the missing variable. Okay, let's have an example. Suppose we have the logarithm of x plus 2 to the base 2 plus the logarithm of 6 to the base 2 is equal to 3. So our main goal here is to solve for the value of x. So as you can observe, we have an operation of addition. So this simply means that we're going to make use of the product rule. So we are going to condense this given to make it as a single logarithm. So it will become the logarithm of x plus 2 times 6 to the base 2 is equal to 3. So we have the logarithm of the quantity x plus 2 times 6 to the base 2 is equal to 3. So we're going to simplify now the argument part. Again, this is the base, this is the argument part, and this is our exponent. So it will become the logarithm 6 times x, that is 6x. 6 times 2, that would be positive 12. The base 2 is equal to 3. After simplifying our logarithm, after simplifying our argument part, we are going to transform now our logarithmic function into an exponential expression. So it will become 2 raised to 3 is equal to 6x plus 12. Then we're going to solve for x. So 2 cubed, it means, or it is equal to 8. Then 6x plus 12. Let's combine similar terms. So we have 8 minus 12. Itatranspose natin si 12 dun sa left side ng equation. Then bring down si 6x. So we will have 8 minus 12, that is negative 4. And finally, we're going to divide both sides by 6. So x would be, okay, lalagay ko na lang dito, x would be equal to negative 4 over 6. And negative 4 over 6 can still be simplified. It will be, its lowest form would be negative 2. So this would be our final answer. And you can also check our final answer by substituting the value of x to the original equation. Let's try now number 2. So we have the logarithm of x to the base 2 plus the logarithm of x minus 3 to the base 2 is equal to 2. So same with number 1, we're going to make use of the product rule. Kasi meron tayong addition dito, ibig sabihin we're going to multiply the two arguments. So it will become, or it will be written as the logarithm of x times the quantity x minus 3 to the base 2 is equal to 2. Then, we're going to solve it. X times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. And 2. So, after making or condensing our logarithmic expression, we're going to transform the equation now into an exponential form. So, we will have x squared minus 3x is equal to, this would be our base, 2, and this would be our exponent, 2 raised to 2. Simplify natin further, we have x squared minus 3x is equal to 4. Then we're going to transpose positive 4 sa left side ng equation. So magiging negative 4 na siya. Then, by doing or by applying factoring, we arrive with the factors x minus 4 and x plus 1. So the factors are x, the quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of x plus 1. Then we're going to equate each factor to 0 to get the value of x. So our x sub 1 is positive 4. And our x sub 2 is equal to negative 1. So the value of x would be positive 4. Okay, how about negative 1? Can we accept negative 1 as the value of x? So since it is negative, we are going to consider this one as an extraneous root. So bakit bawal yung negative? As we recall the definition of logarithm, the base should always be a positive real number that is greater than 0. So since the base is always a positive real number, then we can also expect that the argument part is always positive. So it would be impossible na magkaroon tayo ng isang positive real number na base, tapos i-erase natin siya sa particular na exponent, then we're going to get a negative answer. Okay? So we are always expecting that if we have a positive base and it is being raised to an exponent, we will always have a positive answer. So that positive answer is the argument part of the logarithmic equation. Therefore, bawal na negative 1 or bawal na negative yung value ng x natin. Let us now continue. So we have example number 3. The logarithm of 2x plus 1 to the base 2 is equal to 3. So since single logarithm na siya, we're going to automatically change this one into an exponential form. So it will become 2x plus 1 is equal to 2 cubed. Or you can have that one either the opposite way. You can have 2 cubed is equal to 2x plus 1. Then we're going to simplify. So 2x plus 1 is equal to 2 cubed. That would be equal to 8. Then simply solve for x. So 2x, we're going to transpose positive 1. It will become negative 1. Then you have 2x is equal to 7. Then divide both sides by 2. So x is equal to 7 over 2 or 7 halves. Next, we have 2 times the logarithm of x to the base 4 is equal to the logarithm of 9 to the base 4. Okay, so as we all know, since we have a numerical coefficient of 2, then we're going to make use of the power rule to simplify this one. So we have the logarithm of x squared to the base 4. So again, the numerical coefficient 2 becomes our exponent or the exponent of the argument part. And bring down lang natin yung nasa right, the logarithm of 9 to the base 4. Now notice that sa both side ng equation, same yung bases nila. So this time, we're going to make use of another property. We call this one as equality. It states that if the logarithm of m to the base b is equal to the logarithm of n to the base b, then m is equal to n. So since same lang yung base natin dito, then we can equate the two arguments. So we have x squared is equal to 9. So that will be based dun sa sinabi ko na property. Then we're going to solve for the value of x. So we have x squared. We're going to get the square root of both sides of the equation. So we're expecting two answers. One is positive and the other is negative. So this will be cancelled out. X na lang yung matitira. So we have x sub 1, that will be positive 3. And x sub 2, that would be negative 3. But then again, since negative yung isa, we can only consider the positive answer. This becomes extraneous root. So yung value ng x natin would be positive 3. Okay, let's have number 5. The logarithm of x to the base 2 plus the logarithm of x plus 2 to the base 2 is equal to the logarithm of x plus 6 to the base 2. So, again, we're going to make use of the product rule and we're going to condense these logarithms. So, it will be written as the logarithm of x times the quantity x plus 2 to the base 2 is equal to the logarithm of x plus 6 to the base 2. Simplify natin itong argument na part dito sa left side. We have the logarithm of x squared plus 2 x to the base 2 is equal to the logarithm of x plus 6 to the base 2. Again, since equal yung base nila, then we have equality na property na pwede natin gamitin. So we can equate the two arguments. So it will become x squared plus 2x is equal to x plus 6. So pwede natin ilipat lahat sa left side ng equation. We have x squared plus 2x minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Simplify further, we have x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. So 2x minus x, that is equal to x. Then, to get the roots, we're going to factor out the expression. So the factors are x plus 3 and x minus 2. So solve natin yung dalawang value ng x. So x plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, x sub 1 is negative 3. Then x minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, x sub 2 is equal to 2. So, since negative yung isa, this is an extraneous root. So, the final answer would be yung positive lang, which is x is equal to positive 2. And for our last example, we have the natural logarithm of 10 minus the natural logarithm of 7 minus x is equal to the natural logarithm of x. When we have a natural logarithm, our base is equal to e or the Euler's number. So, kung mapapansin natin, subtraction yung operation dito, kaya gagamit tayo ng quotient rule. So, para maisa natin sila or makondense natin sila, we have the natural logarithm of 10 divided by 7 minus x is equal to the natural logarithm of x. By using the equality na property ng logarithm, we observe na same sila ng base, kaya we can equate the two arguments. We have 10 over 7 minus x is equal to x. Then, i-cross multiply lang natin yung 7 minus x, i-multiply natin siya kay x. So, we have 10 is equal to 7 minus x times x. So, we have 10 is equal to 7 times x, that is 7x. X times negative x, that is x squared. Lilipat natin lahat sa left side ng equation. We have x squared minus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. Then, we're going to get the factors of this equation. So, we have x minus 5 times the quantity of x minus 2 is equal to 0. Then, get the two values of the x. So, we have x minus 5 is equal to 0. So, x sub 1 is equal to positive 5. Then, x minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, x sub 2 is equal to positive 2. So, since positive yung answer natin, then we have two answers. It could be positive 5 or positive 2. Now, it's your turn. Try to answer the following questions. And that's a wrap. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Sir Ninyo. And you can also post your math problems in the comment section, and we will do our very best to provide solution to your questions. Because remember, every problem has a solution, at kung math ang problema ninyo, ako ang kaagapay ninyo, ako ang Sir Ninyo.